cowards. I respect somebody that live their truth. There's somebody that don't live their truth. That's why when people say, why you so cool with Glaze? I like Glaze. Glaze lives his truth. He tells you what he did. Poe live his truth. I respect men like that live their truth. I don't respect a person that say they informant, but then 1 minute they want to act like, oh, I ain't no informant, but you want to call everybody else a snitch. Man, that's the pot kettle. That's the pot calling the kettle black. You can't do that. You can't do that. And that's why people don't like me, child, because I expose all this bullshit. And it is what it is.
Yeah. So do you fear for your life now? Because I'm not gonna hold you, Gotti. When I be looking at you in your videos, you stay seeming like you looking over your shoulder. Do you feel like people are following you or people watching you, different things like that? Like, because you do have a little look in your eye like you are concerned. And this is just me viewing your content, like when you outside, and it seems like, and I could be wrong, and it seems like you making a point to tell people that you outside, like you brave like that. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that you warrant, but it seems like is both trying to prove that you are outside, but then you got that look in your eye like you worry because you outside. So what is that? What are those emotions? Why are you antagonizing those people? And are you scared to get got one day?
No, I'm gonna keep it real, child. When I first came on YouTube, right? This is what somebody told me a long time ago. They said, yo, you are so brave to show your face on YouTube, the way you talk about certain topics. So when I talked about street topics, rappers, street dudes, they like, damn, you showing your face? You're not even hiding your face. And I say to myself, you only live once. You're not supposed to have any fear. I think people don't like me because I'm a fearless person. I say the things that they had not strong enough or cowardly. They are so cowardly that they don't even want to say it. See, I don't believe in fear. Fear can consume you. A lot of times people is so fear that they so fearful that they don't have a fearless bone in their body. I can't be a fearless individual. I can't. I can't. When I go outside every day, I don't bother nobody. I say hello to my neighbors. You know what I'm saying? I go to the store. You know what I'm saying? I go places. I went out to eat tonight. Like when we was talking back and forth, I was out to eat. You know, I went to T-Mobile, got me a new phone. Like I don't worry about people, but you know, if I'm on camera, I gotta be on point because you don't know, somebody might punch me in the back of my head. You get what I'm saying, child? So I gotta be on point, you know. But if I'm not holding the camera, somebody else holding the camera, like, nah, I'm not worried about that, you know. Cause I've been going outside. Listen, child, since I was young, I've been going outside and I had beef when I was young. I ain't never ran from nobody. I remember one time when I was a kid, I went to the park and I had an issue with somebody, and the dude came to the park. They was like, "Damn, you come back out here to play ball with us, and you know you got beef." I'm like, "You only live once. What are you supposed to be afraid of? I might get my ass whooped the day of tomorrow, but shit, I'm gonna come right back here again. It is what it is." People is they gonna hate because they can't do what I do. They can't say what I say. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when I went to Roski house, right? I'm gonna be honest. Like, it wasn't a point to prove that I want to hurt him. I used to walk. Listen, let me tell you something, child. My mother's uncle lived 5 blocks away from where Roski at. My little cousins is over there. They gang banging, they with the shits. You get what I'm saying? I could have called them to smack them up, but I'm not doing that. I walk them streets. I know how to carry myself. I go in any neighborhood. The Harlem. I was in the East Side. One of my videos, you can look at it when I did Streets is a Myth. I was on the East Side walking through the East Side. Child. I used to walk Harlem all the time. East Side, West Side. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't have a fear. You know, a lot of people where I come from in Brooklyn, they don't even leave their borough. They stay in their borough. But I'm a person, I like to travel. I like to go everywhere. For what people say, you know what I'm saying? And that's why they don't like me, because I do whatever I do.
Yes. So my thing is, one thing that you did bring up was you being a young kid, not afraid to go outside. But everybody says that you were a good kid. That this ain't really you,
Mm-hmm.
and um, you trying to prove yourself to be something that you're not. And some people even says they hope you get back into that lane because, like we spoke up earlier, like you're very knowledgeable. We could talk about anything, whether it be philosophy, right knowledge, debating hip hop culture. I have those talks with you in real time, and hopefully we get to do more. But the world wants you to stay out of the gangsterism because they feel like that's not you. What do you say to those people?
Well, let me just say this, right? I never said I was a gangster, right? But I'll say I'm a survivalist. The word gangster, it shouldn't define anybody because the gangster culture is not black culture, it's not the culture of original indigenous people. That's a culture that was basically put on us by hip hop culture, movie culture, and we adapted something that was never our culture. See, when people talk about gangsters, I look at what the politicians is. Those is gangsters. You know what I mean? The Bushes, the Rockefellers, Nixon. The Reagan. Those is gangsters. Not somebody that, oh yeah, because I got a red flag or a blue flag in my pocket and I did 3, 4 bids. You got dudes that have never done a bid. The biggest gangster in history, Carlo Gambino, never went to jail. Never went to jail. But he was the biggest boss of the Gambino crime family. Ordered a bunch of murders on people. Controlled everything in the city of New York when it comes to rackets. That to me, those is gangsters. These dudes that say they gangsters, they're not gangsters. They just people that just is what you call thugs. Thug is one thing. A thug is not a gangster. A gangster is a gentleman. A gangster is a businessman. So people use them terminology and them terms. They just use it because of the rap music. We get caught up with rap music and what movies put out there. That's why I say I never was a gangster because I'm not a mob boss. I'm just a survivalist.
Yeah. So we know that the paperwork, well, you saying that the paperwork is real. A lot of people still even in the chat saying that the paperwork is not real. Is there
Mhm.
any way that other people can find it out for themselves? Is it
Or
like
they can type in. Listen, all they got to do is type in his federal number, which is 44407-054 on Google, and you'll see everything that you just showed is going to come out. See, people got to understand. It's not nobody slandering him. It's the facts. You know what I'm saying, Chad? That's why
and you saying the reason why you came out with this information because he came at you first on Wax
yeah,
platform.
yeah, he came at me on Wax platform to quite a few platforms. And it got to the point that, okay, y'all gonna keep lying. And I gave him a pass, child, because his moderator called me a pedophile. They was running around with that pedophile thing. I gave him a pass. I said, you know what? I'm gonna leave the man alone. The man targeted me for no reason, child. All I did was reposted a video with somebody sitting in his car showing a package of crack. That's not my fault. It was 5 other channels that reposted the video. He targeted me. It said I was trying to put him in jail. When it was another content creator that was cool with him, had the whole footage of this going on in the car. But they target me because I had a big buzz, I had a fan base, and I got a support system, and they wanted my followers. So that's why they had a problem with me. The dude that he was cool with, Ice Corleone, he had the video up for months and never took it down. I had it up for just just that week, and they was threatening me to take it down. So it's always been a person that hate for me for no reason. I've never acknowledged him. I never went at him. I try to give him a benefit of the doubt, but people just want to come, they want to push, push, they want to poke. So every time when people poke, I gotta poke them right back, child. And I had to poke them right back.
Yes. Now we sat here and we talked about damn near everybody, and I'm pretty sure I left a few people out because
Mhm,
it's a lot. You know, it's a lot. Is
mhm,
there any one of those relationships outside of Big Chuck? Because we already established how you really feel about Big Chuck, and you really have love for him. But outside of that, whether it's P, for posting his kids, or any other person that you was posting their kids, to CK, to Whack 100, is there any one of those relationships that you were originally cool with? Do you regret? And if so, would you ever apologize and try to make it right with any one of them?
Oh, I try to make it right. I try to make it right with Reek. I wanted to make it right with Reek because I had a good relationship with Reek, but I see what Reek stands. He still bang with Wax, so it is what it is. Far as the other guys, I can't make it right with them because at the like Chuck, I don't have no problem with Chuck. I could,
Yeah,
it's
that's
cool.
why I said outside of
Yeah,
Chuck, because you were
yeah.
very
Outside of Chuck,
clear about
yeah,
that.
he's the one. But everybody else, like them other guys, like I can't. They done attacked me. They done did it all. Try to like, and then try to sabotage. Like I didn't like the sabotaging of me. Like even on Clubhouse, like what Wack did, that wasn't cool. Like I didn't sabotage his platform. I didn't tell my followers, yo, let's get in a room and let's block every 100 ENT people. Like they literally had the whole app block me. You know what I'm saying? To the point that they messed up my hallways and messed up my room where, when people come in my room, they coming in there late. You can't even ping the people in there because they can't find a room in the hallway. So he done messed up my whole platform for me. That's messed up, child. I don't care what nobody say.
But I don't think so. You know why? Because I think you need to follow different types of groups. I think you need
Yeah,
to get out of your comfort zone,
yeah,
because even with them blocking you, all they do is support each other. It's like
mhm,
this tight knit, and yeah, they may talk to like a Freddie Roosevelt or whatever the case may be, but it's so much more out there.
yeah,
There's a few people who got blocked by Whack 100 in them, and they was like their whole way got freed up from the toxicity, and now they are watching more conspiracy theory rooms pop
mhm,
up. All these other great rooms, that have dope discussions are in there, are
yeah,
a part of their hallway now because of it. It kind of cleared up the clutter of toxicness. So my suggestion to you
yeah,
is go find those other rooms and talk to them, even if they're small. I think you'll make a huge
yeah,
impact, because like I said, you have an
yeah,
incredible mind outside of the
mhm,
bullshit, outside of the Corey King, and you doing shit with not with little kids, but the pictures with
mhm,
exposing people, doxing people and their kids and shit like
mhm,
that. You
yeah.
actually are a dope conversationalist, like, and I can't wait till we do our hip hop debate, and I want
Oh,
people to
that's
see
tomorrow. Hey,
more
Chop. I
of
want
that
to do
of
that
you.
tomorrow with you, Chop. I want to do that tomorrow night with you, Chop. I'm gonna
Okay.
send you the link, and we're gonna set it because I was supposed to do it with you last week, and I got so caught
Yes.
up on a lot of things. So we're gonna finally do it, and I'm glad we could do it because I really want to debate with you on that hip hop thing.
Yes.
And you
Especially
we
now
have
with
a lot.
all this new content of the icons coming out, we got more stuff to work with.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely. But you know something, child, I just want to say like this is a great interview because we had a great conversation and it wasn't like how other interviews are where you just want to jump on me. This was a real control interview. That's why I like doing things with you because you know how to control it better than a lot of other people, child.